Hi, welcome back to my channel, Zen and Fit, and I wanted to thank my new recent subscribers who joined the channel over the past month. It's much appreciated. I have noticed the increase in subscribers, and I'm hoping that continues to grow over time. And so in today's video, I'm actually going to be continuing with the special series that I've been doing on well-known individuals who have been open and honest about their mental health struggles and their overall mental health journey. And in today's video, I'm actually going to be covering the talented Janet Jackson. But before I jump into the video, for any of you new who are checking out my channel, if you could please do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button, because it helps me to continue making videos on this platform. Janet Jackson is a household name. Not only has she had a successful career in the music industry, but she's also had a great career even just acting. Some of you may be aware of her works that she's done, which include Poetic Justice, that she did with Tupac, that came out in the early 90s. She was also in Tyler Perry's films, Why Did I Get Married? And she's been in several other projects as well. So she's had a phenomenal career, to say the least. And even though she's had a withstanding career in the entertainment industry, both in the music and in the acting part of things, she has struggled personally in her life. Throughout the years, Janet Jackson has done several interviews where she's been open and honest about even just her body image issues. And in one of the interviews that I was reviewing, she talked about even as a child, she didn't fully accept her body. And a lot of this stemmed from being teased as a child by some of her siblings. And even though she identified that her siblings were just simply being kids and just teasing her, how it did affect her and how she saw herself. And Janet Jackson is one of the youngest siblings in the Jackson family. So you can only imagine as a child growing up when your family members, the first people that you interact with in life, are saying things about you, even if it's just jokes, how a person can internalize that. And it can negatively impact their self-image, their overall self-esteem, how they see themselves in the world. And I do want to mention that in the interviews that I saw of Janet Jackson, I didn't see where she personally said anything about her father being a contributing factor to her self-image issues. I know that her late brother, Michael Jackson, had done interviews where he discussed that their father would say negative things, at least about him, when it came to his nose, and how that negatively impacted him. And so, if it was the case that Janet Jackson also did experience this by her father, you can only imagine that that would play a major role in how she saw herself as a child and as an adult. And that may have played a role in why she had difficulty accepting herself or saw herself in a negative way. So, because for a lot of us out there, our parents are the first people that we deal with in life. And so, if our parent is criticizing us based upon our looks, something that we can't change about ourselves, something that we were born with, you can only imagine it feels like you're being rejected, like there's something wrong with you. And a lot of people may carry that into adulthood, and they may not accept what they look like. They may be forever chasing, trying to change themselves in some physical fashion because of the things they dealt with in childhood. In addition to dealing with the body issues, Janet Jackson also talked about in different interviews how she has dealt with depression on and off throughout her lifetime, where it would be really intense. And a lot of it was also related to her feelings of inferiority when it comes to her body issues. And so, you know, she was dealing with a lot and has dealt with a lot in her lifetime. And the amazing part about it is that she has been open to the public about her struggles with this, both the depression and body issues. And, it just shows that she's a human being just like everyone else. And I think a lot of people can relate to her struggles because they may have dealt with something similar in their lifetime. Maybe it's not body issues, but maybe they've dealt with depression. Maybe you know of someone who has been dealing with depression throughout their life. Depression can be really debilitating, especially if it's never addressed. And so for some of the people who are able to achieve some form of healing, a lot of that entails going to therapy in conjunction with possibly medication support and having some stable supports in their life, whether it's a relative, a friend, whoever it may be. And so, I think one thing that we can see with Janet Jackson's story, that she's shared with the public her struggles and has been open and vulnerable to allowing her story to be told so that other people can learn from it or seek some kind of, not to say inspiration, but understanding that they're not alone in that. That even people who are wealthy or famous deal with things. That it's not just a walk in the park. And so I think that is the takeaway with Janet Jackson's story, that life is not easy, but she's found ways to try to navigate and deal with stuff. It doesn't mean that she's fully healed, but she's acknowledging what's going on. And that's the first step for anyone, is acknowledging, having that level of awareness that, hey, you know what, I'm not well. I'm not in a good place. Being aware and acknowledging your circumstances is the first step to making changes in your life. Just because a person is at a low point doesn't mean that they have to forever stay there. And so that's kind of like the takeaway with Janet Jackson's story. So I hope you found value with this video. Again, this video is not diagnosing anyone or intended to provide any type of therapy services. This is just a general discussion video. I look forward to reading any feedback or comments you may have, I should say. And if you'd like me to do more videos like these, please let me know in the comments section. And if you could please do me a favor, if you haven't already done so, please hit that like and subscribe button and also share this video. That would be much appreciated. So until next time, take care of yourselves.